to the channel. Uh, Still like to say thank you for all the subscriptions so far. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. It helps the channel out. Uh, we've got a lot of information to share with you about about Frontier City, Six Flags in general, uh, what's canceled, what the park hours for these other parks are, and the new season pass program. So let's go. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first and foremost, the new season pass that was just implemented this week, this past weekend. Uh, this Frontier Cities, and I think it's implemented at all the properties with the exception of Six Flags America, which is closing at the end of the season. We'll get to that shortly. The 2026 Gold Season Pass is $59. Uh, right as of right now till September the 2nd. Get you access to all 40 plus parks right now through the end of 2026. Now, to me, that should have been implemented when the merger happened, to where it's easy access to every park, like Six Flags used to do that a couple of years ago, where one pass gets you access and free parking to all the properties, with the exception of the water parks. That's what they should have done in the first place. But issues arose at some of the properties, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them was Six Flags America, and maybe another one I can't remember. It might have been over Georgia. These teenagers and young adults going around causing havoc at these parks, which they should not have been doing in the first place. But that's a totally different world, and because I don't want to start turning this into a political issue. Uh, but right now, that's a good price for now until the end of next season. So, uh, Six Flags over Georgia, Six Flags Great Adventure are canceling their Holiday in the Park, uh, and Michigan's Adventure is canceling their, I think it's Tricks and Treats, which is their Halloween event. Uh, I'm not for sure why Six Flags over Georgia is canceling uh, their Holiday in the Park. I think, if I read it correctly, it's the due to too much weather going on. It may be just for this season. Yeah, I hope, not because Frontier Cities canceled theirs. So 2022 is the last one Frontier City had their Holiday in the Park. Uh, it could be for other reasons. The economy out there may not be as strong to support it. People aren't going to it. I don't know. Uh, Six Flags Great Adventure, they've got a lot of issues going on up there with all the. Uh, like I said, I don't want to get this thing into political issues. There's protests and everything going on up there in the Northeast. I'm not up there, so I don't know exactly what's going on, other than what you read and what you watch on the major news channels, which is I don't watch half the time because I'm not really that interested. Uh, they could be canceling that because I hear so many issues going on up there, so they decided to cancel it up there. Then you got uh, Michigan's Adventure, which is open now from May to now September. That's 4 months that they're only going to be open. But seeing how I'm deep south here in Oklahoma, uh, those are far north parks. And from what I read on one of the news channels up there around Michigan Adventure, they had the Tricks and Treats event up there, and people would not show up. They said it was a dead park during that time. So, I, again, I don't know all the issues with all that going on there. I haven't heard anything about what is it, Six Flags Great America, if they're going to keep theirs or not. I mean, this is a trend that's been going on since this merger that's taken place. Now, keep in mind, they haven't messed with the southern parks, which is Frontier City, Six Flags Over Texas, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Uh, Over Texas and Fiesta Texas are basically year-round parks on weekends only, with the exception of the weather. Frontier City, on the other hand, is March all the way through uh, the end of October, almost first week of November. Uh, they have not said anything. They haven't done anything. They haven't even mentioned it. So so far we're sitting good. The park is open weekends now. Uh, Saturdays, I think it's from 11 to 10. Sundays is either 11 to 7 or 12 to 7. I don't remember which. You'd have to go to the website and look. I can't remember which one it is. And then they're getting ready for Fright Fest here, which is a huge event, and we can't wait. Other than that, that's what's going on. And again, they've got their coasters up there are either what is it, postponed or not postponed, delayed. They've got a lot of delays up there on these rides. I have no idea what's going on with those rides. They do say they want to concentrate on their main months, which is spring and summertime events. So hopefully things will pick back up and the attendance will come back up there in the bigger parks and the bigger markets. With that, we'll get into some more details about uh, what's happening in Frontier City. So by now, everyone knows, as you can see here, this is opening day at Frontier City way back in, I think it's August of 1958. And of course, you can see the park layout with all the expansion land before Coltrane Road was added, and of course, after Coltrane Road was added. There has been some construction going on over in the undeveloped land. Not a whole lot. We can't see the ground. There's Western style buildings that are placed over there. Someone mentioned that it was a storage building. Well, those are too tall for storage buildings. They're look like permanent structures. I don't think you can get those up underneath the OG&E lines unless OG&E comes along and does whatever they got to do to get those buildings over there. But that, of course, that's too big to fit in the amphitheater area. Then you have some more construction being done in the amphitheater here. There's some poles that are being built right here, as you can see. Those are permanent. Those, they're going to go in there and put them in there, and then at the end of the season take them out. And after you measure them all and whatnot, you're not going to do that. I don't see that happening. There's some more building being added to it. Now, as I said it before, Six Flags America is closing at the end of the year. They canceled their Fright Fest event, which is they're only going to have Boo Fest, which is a family kids Fright Fest type. Steamtown which is an old Western theming. As I stated before, I'm not 100% sure, but it's just what I'm seeing, what everybody else is looking at when they walk right by it and they see it. That right there just tells you that something's fixing to be placed there right after Fright Fest is over. They can make that one section for Fright Fest all the time. They could also keep it open for rides and shows. Just expand the park right there before they do anything with the undeveloped land. Again, I'm not sure what's happening over in the undeveloped land. It could be big time storage buildings, but that's it just doesn't. When you're looking at it, that doesn't seem right. My guess is they're fixing to relocate. Let me rephrase that. Either A, relocate some of those roller coasters from Six Flags America down here, or B, one or two of them down here and add more until the Olympics come into town and the park turns 70 years old in 2028. So that right there just tells you what's actually going on at the park. There is a lot going on. Now, remember the park's closed during the week, so they're going to be doing a lot more. And then I should be able to get back to the park on the weekend to take some more video and some more photos of it, and we'll go from there. So I'm still going to say that Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth from Six Flags America is probably coming here to replace what was once Eruption, which was 250 feet in the air, and it was an S&S slingshot. Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth is 242 feet in the air, I believe. So that right there, they haven't done much that I can see in that area just yet. But off season, we'll have to wait and see on that. As for the Boardwalk at Bricktown, which is the Legends Tower complex, Scott Madison has updated us on what is going on with it, and he hopes to have the whole project, the whole complex completed before the Olympics arrive. Here's a video to it. I'll link it to the description below.
1,000 feet of approximate retail space, but just mainly restaurants and entertainment space. A little bit
and sports district to the new Oklahoma City Thunder Arena.
We want to be open before the Olympics come to town.
But what about plans for the country's tallest tower? The project includes the proposed Legends Tower, which would dominate the OKC skyline at nearly 2,000 feet tall.
Phase 2 is what we refer to as Legends Tower, which is the 1,907-foot tower that everybody's been talking about, that we're still in the process of working with the FAA to get the height of the building approved, and that's an ongoing process.
So there's that one. At least we know for a fact the Legends Tower complex is going to be built, with the exception of the FAA. But the American Heartland Theme Park, on the other hand, is in limbo, and I'll put a link in the description of that one in the descriptions below. Here's the news about it.
Now to our continuing coverage, the massive Disneyland-sized theme park that was supposed to come to Veneta is now in limbo after the main financial backer filed a federal lawsuit against the park's developers.
The lawsuit claims the developers committed fraud and coerced the investor into spending tens of millions of dollars on a false campaign.
Gene Bicknell filed this 68-page lawsuit in federal court, claiming he was defrauded over $60 million from the park's developers. In the primary claims, it says here, quote, Salinskas and Wilhite executed a predatory conspiracy of psychological manipulation, convincing Gene through fraud and impersonation that God himself was commanding him both to finance the park's construction and to grant Salinskas and Wilhite 2/3 ownership over the completed venture, which was to be worth $2 billion. The park was proposed to include roller coasters and an indoor water park, a 4-star hotel, and one of the largest RV parks in the nation.
So there you have it. I tried to stay somewhat optimistic and pessimistic about it, but with the mess that Gene Bicknell got into, I feel sorry for the guy who spent $61 million on getting the project up and going, and now he's having to go through this. Hopefully he can get it all squared away, and if it gets built, it gets built. If not, we still have Frontier City. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. Hopefully you liked it. Hit that like button, share with friends, comment about all this situation, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it helps the channel out. I will see you on the next video. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.